Stage 7, impact on generations to come. That's huge. I've read a couple studies. I'm a geek when it comes to this stuff. I'm always looking for the edge, right? That little piece that makes me a little bit sharper in what I do. I know most of you are that way as well. So I appreciate being a J Mark for that reason. But it was that parents that go to college, the likelihood of their kids going to college increases. And then by the same token, just advanced training or going after professional positions, the more likely that a parent does that, the more likely the child does. I read that and I thought that was pretty neat. Then I started digging into this a bit more. Not only does it affect the children, but it affects your friends in your social circles, meaning that when you're successful at what you do, those people in your life, right, those circles, they actually are almost forced to get better as well. Because if they don't step up, there's that kind of dissonance, isn't there? So I think about this a lot at that stage 7 is what you do and being good at what you do doesn't just affect you and your family. It affects every single person around you. So we see that direct impact here at JMark, right? When you do well, the team does well, the company does well. But I think at that stage 7, you start thinking about the big picture that you are changing the lives of so many people in your community that you're probably never going to meet. I'll say that again. You're changing the lives of people in your community, hundreds possibly, thousands possibly over time, that you're never going to meet. Because by you stepping up and being amazing at what you do and being that professional, those around you, make my little circles, are forced to step up as well. The people around them are forced to step up as well. And it's kind of a synergy thing. You're kind of boosting everybody up. You know, sometimes it's hard to think of it that way, right? I do sometimes, and it blows my mind. And because I'm in this field because somebody gave a crap about where my success was going to be. Because the person before them gave a crap. The other side is I don't have a job, I have a responsibility. I don't have a job, I have a responsibility. I hate that term job. I hate the term work. I even hate the word career. So let me explain that real quick. Stage 7 is I have a responsibility. It's not I have to clock in certain hours. It's not I have to fulfill a couple tasks or I have to do this and this. I have a responsibility to those around me. I have a responsibility to show up, be awesome at what I do. I'm going to say job. Be awesome at what I do, make an impact, and leave for a bit. And go on with other aspects of my life. Like family, like friends. It's not stage 7, it's not well, it's, what time is it now? It's 5:41, I only got a couple hours left, and no, that's a job. That's work. Stage 7 people are like, this is my responsibility. And because of this responsibility, I'm compensated well, right? Because once you start moving up that stages and you start executing, you have no choice. You're going to get better. You're going to hit those upper levels. And it's amazing that when you start taking that type of approach, all the amazing things that happen around you. And people around you sometimes will say, wow, you're so lucky. Wow, you're so lucky. I'm like, yeah, I walk out and there's double rainbows everywhere and, you know, and leprechauns are dancing, gold's falling down on me. No, it's not. It's because I haven't had a job in 15 years. I have a responsibility. I was hired in to help do X, Y, Z, and I'm going to do it. And that's, I think, what a stage 7 person takes a look at. I mentioned about career. And careers are great in the beginning. I feel like in the beginning stages, you want to get that career. Everyone wants that great career. But I challenge you to find your life's work. Meaning that in 20 years from now, the things you do now are going to matter. Meaning that when you look back 20 years from now, it's going to matter what you did. That this is the embodiment of what you do. This is your contribution to the field. It's not just I have a career and I have a salary or I have this and that. It is I need this to be amazing because this is what I put my heart into. This is my life's work. This is how I'm going to be remembered in this community. This is the contributions I made to help push things forward. These are the opportunities I helped other companies, other people around me. When you start looking at this as your life's work, you say, well, I want to do a different position down the road. Or, you know, I'm going to be in a whole different area. I'm going to be in project management or I'm going to be a lead or this and that. I'm not talking about the specific things you do. I'm saying that what you're doing right now, this is the embodiment of who you are. This is what you do when you show up in this building. It's not your job. It's not a career you're going after. This is just what we do. When you see things as your life's work, you think differently. You start focusing more on other people than your immediate needs. That's what I've seen with those that hit stage 7. They see this as their life's work, and their goal is to bring other people into it. They get excited when other people are pumped up, right? That are excited about the things we're doing in a company. It's not about rah-rah speeches and, you can do it kind of stuff. I've made a commitment to push this field forward. And I want anyone that wants to join me to come aboard. Those stage 7 people have very little patience for those that feel that 99% is good enough. That getting the job done most of the way is good enough. That annoys stage 7 people to no end. Because what you're doing is you're messing with their life's work, right? You're bringing down the quality. And that's not a bad place to be. And then the stage 8 person, it's just what I do. This is just what I do. It's not, people talk about their jobs and I got to get up to work tomorrow. And the stage 8 person goes, I don't do anything. I can do whatever I want to do. I have to be willing to pay the consequences for my action. But, I'm not an engineer. I'm not in sales or marketing. This is just what I do. This is who I am. This is not separated from my personal life. This is just a part of my life. Part of that is staying intellectually aggressive, right? Being intellectually aggressive, wanting to learn, right? Training, wanting more, just for the sake of wanting more. Just for the sake of, when you start getting better, you start impacting your life, your family's life, your friends' lives, your social circles, your community. I mean, you start contributing to the body of work. It's exciting. You're pumped in the morning. You're not artificially pumped. It's not a sweetener. You're not, I got to get, pump myself up. It's time for work. I got to get excited about it. It's not like that. I can't believe another day I get to do this. Another day I get challenges ahead of me. And I'm good at this. I'm great. I'm top 1%. Or I'm going to be at that percentage. And I'm going to show it every day. Because it's who I am, and I don't know how to do anything less. It's what I do, and I demand that quality of myself, and I refuse to go any less than that. I refuse to accept less. That's a whole different level, isn't it? Because what happens is doing less makes you feel uncomfortable. Say that again. At that stage, doing less makes you feel uncomfortable. It's not, what can I get away with? It's not, how little can I do at a job that some people take. Not J-Mark, but some companies and some people take that approach. It's more of, if I'm going to spend the time, if I'm going to spend my waking moments here, I'm going to take every opportunity. I'm going to go ahead and go after every opportunity for those around me. That's stage 8.